welcome back to a brand new video today. Rise or Dawn here. Today we're going to be talking about the marketplace again, the economy in Arcane Odyssey. It's been a while since I've made this video, but also just in general for Arcane Odyssey. I feel like I haven't uploaded or just thought of any interesting content to show you guys. But yeah, today I'm going to be explaining the economy. I'm going to analyze it, and we're going to talk a bit about full release, because that is going to be a incredibly important, just not even just the update, releasing new content in general, but you can take advantage of it economically, and you can make a lot of money from it if you just think of it a certain way. So let's see right here. Okay, so for full release, even before getting into like certain items, you have to think about what is happening in full release. There's going to be a surge in player count. Everyone who hasn't played in a long time, as well as new people coming back into the game, they're going to surge into this game. I'm going to predict that it's going to peak around like maybe around 10k. It's currently peaking around like 2k just off of the Easter update, but I predict it'll be 10k or more, which means that a lot of people are going to come into the game needing just things. And if you think about it, a lot of old players are going to come back. They're going to want to catch up with the current metas and everything like that. They're going to want to buy stuff for their new gear and everything like that. So if you think of it from that perspective, you want to think about the things that they will need. So things like Atlantean Essence. Right now it is at, let's see, the lowest price, it's at 66,000. There's currently low, I think there's a pretty decent amount of demand, low supply maybe, so the price is a little bit higher than what it should be in my opinion. So when a lot of people come back to the game, they're obviously going to farm more Atlantean essences naturally, and there might be more on the market. But also, since there's going to be, I think there will be more players needing it than actually farming it and putting it on the marketplace. So I honestly think there will be more Atlantean essences options on the market, but the price overall might increase as people buy it more and more, and it'll go up to like, I predict, more than this. So things like Atlantean essences, acrimony, I think will increase in price as well. It's currently at, I think it's around 140 if I'm not mistaken, but things like acrimony will increase in price, because if you think about it, the level cap will increase, and so because of that, a lot of people who are max level or reach max level, they might want to switch later on. I do think also that people will get a free stat reset. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is like just speculation that people will get a free stat reset once the full release comes out, just because there are a lot of changes to the classes, such as Knight, Oracle, Spirit Weapons coming out, and classes revolving around that. So acrimony might be just a bit stagnant at first, just because everyone's obviously going to be using the free stat reset before they use acrimony. But once that is gone, and once people get to like level, what, like 160, 180, a lot of people aren't going to want to create a new file, because it just takes longer. Naturally, people are not going to want to switch files, ditch everything they have in their inventory for a new slot, etc., etc. And so acrimony will just naturally be more expensive, and I mean, maybe the supply will increase, but honestly acrimony is by chance. You get it from like chests and stuff, so people will have to actually be lucky. It's not something that is easily farmable, unless of course you're just spamming chests, like you're going around just farming chests with like treasure charts or like whatever with your shovel. And so yeah, I do think acrimony will increase in price. I also think a lot of weapons will increase in price, such as the Colossal Greatsword. It's already at, yeah, Colossal Greatsword has been selling pretty well. I've sold like 2 of these, each at like 30,000. I bought them at like 10,000 to 20,000, and I've been reselling them. You can flip a lot of the things that you buy on the marketplace as well to make money. That is a technique that you can use. It's much easier now because like a lot of people aren't putting things on the marketplace, so people will just buy them out because there's a lack of competition, right? And since there's a lack of competition, people will just not undercut as much, and so whenever you put things on the market, it'll stay there for much longer, and which means maybe higher prices, which means that you make more money. So that's another thing. Like you have to keep in mind that the competition rate will increase a lot when the full release comes out, just naturally because people will come back more and more. Things like enchantment scrolls will probably come back as well. Things that might not increase in price would be things that will be left behind. So, for example, maybe some weapons will just fall behind naturally. Maybe like these strength weapons, because there will be like a new sword that comes out, I believe, from the mini boss Delamere. All of the seasonals will, I believe, honestly, will increase in price. People will want to, more people will feel FOMO, just fear of missing out, of having seasonals and not like missing out on the chance of obtaining these seasonals. And there will be a whole new market for people who want to trade these limited items, and the people who already have them right now will be at a massive advantage just because they were there, they were playing the game back then, they do have these limited items. And so you'll have people who will want to obviously trade their seasonals for maybe the newer items that are harder to get, or if they just don't have the patience, they will trade seasonals for those. But yes, seasonals will increase in value overall. Enchantment scrolls obviously will increase in value, especially things that people will use. So if you think about it, things that people will use in the majority of cases are armor scrolls, powerful scrolls, maybe dents for the new weapons and such. But yeah, powerful scroll will increase in price dramatically. Also, a lot of like gem catalysts and reagents, things such as, let's see, copper shrooms, I do believe will increase in price. It honestly sells so much right now, copper shrooms. There's still a really high demand for it just because people are experimenting with a lot of builds right now. Even so, with 2K players, it honestly sells out a lot. I've made like the majority of my money selling copper shrooms. But this will increase in price, but also competition. People will want to grow a lot more of it. But the people playing right now, they already have their bases set up. They have like their farming, whatever, like bases, reagent pots, whatever, etc., etc. And so they're the ones who will stockpile on copper shrooms early on before the full release. And so when it comes out, there's going to be a lot of competition, a lot of people buying out copper shrooms, which I think the demand for it will be more than the supply. Just, obviously people want to enchant or craft their gems with copper shrooms. It is the best in terms of energy, and energy is getting a rework. So copper shrooms will give energy efficiency, which instead of regenerating energy. So I think in the new update, there's gonna be like this change where the energy bar will not, like, after you use it, it's not going to regen as fast like this. It's gonna like go down slowly and slowly, and you'll have to like eat food. And copper shrooms will only make it so that, like, colossal cleave, for example, will use less energy overall. And so honestly, I think that's pretty fair. It's a good idea, just because right now eating doesn't really do much. You just eat just to keep your hunger bar high, and so you don't lose health. But yeah, guys, that is like honestly the whole, like, a shortcut, a summary of the economics of full release overview, and some things that you can do before the full release so that you can make a lot of money when it actually comes out. You have to keep these things in mind, and the people who take advantage of the moment before the big surge are the ones who will benefit the most, because they will be ahead, they will have the supply to sell, and they will make a lot of money, versus the people who are behind. They'll have to farm during the full release, which wastes a lot of time. And you want to take advantage when the stock is hot and the iron is ready to be forged, as some might say. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you found this video useful, and I'll see you guys next time very, very soon. I'll be making a lot more content for AO. It's the full release, I believe, is coming out soon, hopefully. So I will be ramping up more content, more warlord content and economics perhaps. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.